this is a video response as to the new ECW, which I believe that if ECW was to go to 2 hours, they could bring in all the the FCW talents. They could bring in heaps of the fuckers and try and build them up as real superstars. The best thing that they did since they brought back ECW was probably the introduction of Punk to start with, because he was so over with the crowd, and also the only other person would probably have been well, RVD, of course, but Evan Bourne as well, Matt Sydal. That you've got this absolutely fantastic independent wrestler who's one of the best high flyers for a long time, since, well, obviously the only high flying Hardy is Jeff, and Matt can really only do a couple of things off the top rope. He's not really the acrobatic type. That they've built him up, and he's had such a great following that it's fantastic. And then for him to go over to Raw, I think it's probably the best thing for him. They can put him into the US title picture, right away, and I reckon if they put him against Kingston, even just one-on-one for a couple of non-titles, they could have some blinding matches if they put them up against each other at pay-per-view. They could have the chance of stealing the show. But in regards to ECW going in 2 hours, the only way they could do that was to introduce absolutely hell of a lot of the new guys, keep the veterans around, like Finlay, Dreamer, and there's not that many more veterans on ECW now anyway. Just to teach and to guide these new guys so that WWE actually has a future. They tried this once before with Benoit going over to ECW, because he was supposed to be the great mentor for all the new talent, but alas, that never, well, it did happen for a little while, but it never happened to the extent that they'd liked, obviously, since he's dead now. But that's all I've really got to say about it. So, not bad for a first YouTube post, huh?